All right, welcome back, everybody. It is 6:41. Here's a question for you. How often do you think about what's in your drinking water? There's been a lot of coverage about the Flint water crisis, as you know.
And it certainly has had a lot of people thinking about that more and more. Over on the west side of the state, Benton Harbor, that's where families are living off of bottled water, worried about how much lead is coming out when they turn on their faucet. 8 years ago today, it was Flint that flipped the switch on their water supply to receive water from the Flint River, a decision that led to lead-poisoned water flowing into people's homes and bodies.
So here's a question for you. How can you start to spot a water problem in your home? Consumer investigator Hank Winchester spoke one-on-one with Erin Brockovich, a well-known advocate for Flint and others.
The water in your home coming out of the faucet, is it safe to drink? I mean, after Flint, we're all so concerned, right? Well, this morning we're one-on-one with Erin Brockovich. She's not only talking about water quality in Flint and Benton Harbor, but also what you can do in your own home to see if your water is in fact safe.
It is 2022 in the United States of America, and we still have 400,000 daycares and schools that are affected by lead pipes.
The legal clerk turned activist knows a thing or two about water safety. After all, her efforts to fight for clean water in California played out on the big screen.
By the way, we had that water brought in special for you folks.
The Oscar-winning film, Erin Brockovich, captured her fight for the victims of contaminated water in Hinckley, California. Brockovich and I talked recently about her new effort to make sure your water is safe. More on that in a moment. Right now, her focus is on two Michigan cities with a history of water problems. First, her thoughts on Flint.
They've made some progress in Flint, and it's taken quite some time.
When the problems in Flint were first exposed, Brockovich used her voice online and on air to speak out for the people. The hidden danger in the lead pipes and the way leaders may have tried to hide the truth from the public infuriated Brockovich, and she's still angry today.
And shame on the past governor. You know what? You had the courage to let these kids drink the lead. You have the courage to get on that witness stand. We want to hear you testify on what you have to say.
And Brockovich is also turning her attention now to Benton Harbor. She's been tracking the problems there and knows what's happening in some Michigan cities is likely playing out in other cities across the country.
And they need to take action. They need to rise up and they need to speak up. They need to understand their water quality. If it smells different, if it looks different, if there's coloration changes, you need to make a phone call.
And remember, all cities are required to run water quality tests, and that information is public.
Show up to city council, call your municipalities. We're going to have to fight hard on this. We've got infrastructure issues. We're not going to have all these lead pipes replaced by tomorrow. It's going to take years. We have to take action now.
She's now teaming up with Brita to provide free lead filtering pitchers to daycares and schools all across the country. Children exposed to lead are at a much greater risk to develop health problems. We saw that firsthand in Flint.
The neurological issues, the learning disabilities, and these children being exposed at such a young age and exposed for potentially years before we even find out about what's going on.
And right now on the Help Me Hank page at clickondetroit.com, we have much more information regarding water quality and what you can do in your own community to find out if your water is in fact safe. And tonight at 5 o'clock, join us live from Flint 8 years after the switch. How is that city doing today? You may be surprised to see what we uncovered. We'll see you live tonight from Flint. I'm Hank Winchester. Help Me Hank, Local 4.
We'll definitely be tuning in for that.
Incredible. It's been 8 years.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
It's just so important to be proactive.
Yeah.
You know, get your water tested, consider the filters and alternate ways of getting water.
Absolutely.
All right.